I just watched the Netflix movie Bleach. Um, because I asked on Facebook, um, just recommend something on Netflix, movie for Netflix, and somebody said Bleach. And so I'm watching it just because it was recommended for me to watch. Um, if I had started it on my own without this sense of commitment to finish it, because that's what I get, a sense of commitment whenever someone had recommend something. But if I started on my own, I wouldn't have finished it. After like 3 minutes, I would have been like, "Oh no," because it's dubbed. It's Japanese movie dubbed. Well, it says Netflix original or something, but I think it's just Netflix just brings it to the U.S. Is that because it is Japanese? Um, I don't know exactly how it works. If it was like in theaters or something in Tokyo, but whatever. I'm going to tell a little bit of my history of Japanese entertainment. When I was working at DirecTV, the first anime that I watched, the actual animated anime well, maybe that was the very first. The first one that I saw scenes of as an adult, it was, I don't remember it, but it was very violent. It was blood and cutting off heads and stuff. And I don't know how our team leader got away with showing these in our team building sessions. We'd have a dinner and a movie. But that was one that he showed, and he showed Death Note, the live action Japanese movie with dubs. So the first anime inspired movie was actually that. Because before I saw an animated movie, I saw that live action Death Note, and I liked it. And fast forward to 2 years ago, I think, when Netflix came out with an American Death Note, which wasn't as good, but I still really liked it. It didn't match the Japanese one, and I started watching the anime Death Note, which isn't a movie; it's a series, and I think it's the source material. I don't know if it was manga first, if it was actually drawn first, but that didn't match up with the live action movie very well either. It was almost a different story, which is how adaptations work. Okay, that's fast forwarding. That's skipping the Power Rangers. And my youngest daughter Isabel and I have been watching Power Rangers, different series off and on over the years. I don't remember which one I think it was Super Samurai, and then Super Samurai was the first one we watched, and we watched a little bit of Dinosaur after we did the Samurai one, but that show is inspired by Japanese, and they use Japanese footage for all the fight scenes, and that's that larger than life fight scene when it's sword and you're jumping, kicking, and what? That's kind of the style of anime, and I don't think Power Rangers was anime first, but it might have been before it was live action. I don't even know if it's really a kids show in Japan or if it's for adults. I don't. And that's a kid show over here, and I think probably people would make fun of me if they knew that I liked Power Rangers as much as I do, because I think it's fun to watch. Because I've actually started a few other ones, a few other Power Rangers. There's been like 13 or 14 different series, Power Ranger series, and I've started different ones. Um, their storytelling style, the Japanese storytelling style, is different in a lot of ways than the American style because first, middle, and end it's really American, and theirs is chopped up and they leave holes all through it. But there's a lot of action, a lot of adventure, and then they'll have a character will say something, will tell something that's dramatic, tell some backstory or something. It's just if you watch, for me, if I'd watch anything that's influenced by Japanese storytelling, I could recognize it, I think, because it's so different than American storytelling. Um, but maybe I couldn't. So there's an in challenge a challenge there. Uh, Show me something and I'll tell you whether I think it's Japanese or not, or inspired by Japanese. Um, let's see if somebody else posted something. I'll watch something else on Netflix.